it doesn't make sense, I want everybody to know as well. If you are new and this does not make sense to you, there is a training in there called Prime 101. And if you either need a refresher or you don't understand what's going on, this terminology is a little over your head, that's okay. Just go look at Prime 101. It'll take you an hour. You'll be caught up. You'll be ready to dive right in and start making the money, okay? Because I know some of you are brand new. Some of you came from Lamar Tyler's group, Traffic Sales and Profit. You know, I love Lamar Tyler a lot. I love what they're doing. It's what Lamar Tyler does and what the Black Business School does is better than an MBA program. It's better than an undergraduate degree because basically you're introduced to things that actually work, functional things that actually make money, as opposed to theory that can help you get a job. I was talking to a young lady that's 21 years old who has a nail and lashes business. And she was asking if she should go back to school. I said, no, here's something in the Black Business School you should do. And then also I want to see if I can get you into Lamar Tyler's group so you can learn from people that are actually making money. In the Black Business School, we have people that are actually making money. And that I think is a better shortcut than 4 years in school and learning a bunch of stuff that, isn't necessarily directly connected to the business that she already has. All right. So anyway, so there we go. So that's a play. That's one example. It's not as bad as I thought. I'm not going to do this, but if you wanted a blueprint on how to go and use gold, add it to your portfolio, you can set that up and make money from that. And Chanel, if you could you put a link to Prime 101 inside the chat so that anybody who wants to go through it can click on it? And also, Coin has started, but you can still join. It's not too late. Everything's recorded, and that's literally options from A to Z. And we cover all the different strategies. We do all the breakdowns on all the theory behind options, how they work in different scenarios. So if you want to be a part of Coin, you can get a discount. Go to drboyscoin.com, tell them you're a Prime member, and they'll cut the tuition for you. All right. So moving on. Let's see. Quentin's asking, Dr. B, what are your thoughts on buying physical gold and silver? I don't. I don't do it. But again, I'm not a disaster prepper, right? So if something crazy and terrible happened in the world and, like God forbid, somebody launched a nuke at somebody or something crazy, I would probably not as prepared as some of my friends who go to the gun range every week and have underground bunkers and stuff like that. I do have meals ready to eat in the garage, and that we do have a generator, but generally speaking, so that's what I think. But even then, I just don't even know what role gold would play. I really don't think that there's a need to have physical gold. However, just to play devil's advocate to what I just said, um, a lot of these financial transactions are reliant upon digital systems that could easily be undermined or corrupted or destroyed. That could be a concern, right? So one way I try to diversify against some of that anyway is I have multiple investment accounts. I have, money in Merrill Lynch. I got money in E-Trade. I got money in Robinhood. I got money in Schwab. I got money in Bank of America. I got money in Cash App. I got money in Acorns, right? I spread my money out. And that's really important. That was important for my business. When we set up the Black Business School, I said, why would we get one social media account? Because if they take that one account down, that destroys the whole business.